This is the Bologna Tales, Season 2, Episode 2, The Lovander Incident. It was a calm and wintry night in Kukistan, out in the country. Cowboy Andy, the Lovander farmer, was milking his lavanders in the wee hours of the morning, when his Zoomer neighbor, Cuff, stumbles in. Cowboy Andy says, "Howdy, neighbor. Reckon we head into town and grab a bite? These lavanders are milked dry." Zoomer Cuff replies, "Well, yes, good sir. We can go down to the watering hole. Thoughts?" "Say, Andy, have any other lavanders disappeared this week? I've been having nightmares about that strange clown sighting that was published in the papers last week." Cowboy Andy replies, "Oh, golly. I didn't see the clown with mine own eyes. I just don't know why someone would need a lavander. They just supply all the milk for the kingdom of J Clown." Zoomer Cuff replies, "I'm going to be honest, Andy. I've never seen a lavender farmer perform on your level. It's amazing how much milk you can get out of these fuckers." Cowboy Andy says, "Well, thank you, Cuff. I don't use them for my own pleasure or anything. That definitely wouldn't help them produce extra milk. Because that'd be weird, you know?" It was crazy when those men in their fancy clothes came to interview me about the incident. Zoomer Cuff says, "Wow! Well, Cowboy Andy, I think you're huffing on some skooma. Because me and the squad have been gooning around your farm, and we ain't seen no clown. Couldn't tell you anything else interesting besides the fact that we cleared the Epic of Alexander last week. We had some sick Inception puddle placements yesterday that was straight up stupid. The whole squad now calls me Zoomer Cuff the Goon Commander." Zoomer Cuff and Cowboy Andy then head down towards town. A week earlier, the following incident occurred. Cowboy Andy was resting in his bed, cowboy hat below his eyes, when he is awoken by a loud bang. Andy jumps out of his bed and heads to his lavender farm, and he notices that the gate of the lavender pens were blown open. Cowboy Andy checks all the pens, does a head count, and realizes that only one lavander is missing. Cowboy Andy then goes and tells the sheriff in the morning about the incident. Later that afternoon, two men approach Cowboy Andy. The one man is wearing a beautiful Balenciaga trench coat with blue tassels that match his icy blue hair. The other man was wearing an oversized extra large t-shirt, puffing away on his cotton candy vape. "Hello, my name is Xavier, and this is Wit. We have come to ask you some questions regarding the missing lavander. Would you speak with us? Cowboy Andy, is it?" Cowboy Andy says, "Well, shoot, partner." Xavier replies, "I'm going to be honest, Cowboy Andy. We may know of this character that is responsible for your missing lavander, and we hope to get the lavander back, safe and sound. We had multiple reports of a jester in a three-coned cap heading up to your farm that same evening. We aren't exactly investigators for the city. Our good friend Beef, J Beef, jumped into a portal in a haunted house to chase the same clown. We were just trying to figure out Jester Jackass's plan in all of this." Cowboy Andy shrieks, "Normally, my neighbor Zoomer Cuff keeps an eye out on my farm. Him and the goon squad normally catch any rascals scurrying about. But Jester Jackass, who's that?" Xavier says, "Keeping it short, this clown was assisting the Bologna King before his demise. I killed him in the Elderwoods Correctional Facility, but I don't think that was actually him. Jester Jackass must have used his ultimate, and I only killed his clone." Cowboy Andy says, "Well, fuck the Bologna King. He was always trying to take my lavanders and breed them with his gorilla pigs. He offered me a hefty sum of money, but I turned it down. I ain't letting my Lavanders turn tricks with those fucking pigs, 'cause that's Daddy's pussy. Xavier replied, Interesting. I wonder if that's why Jester Jackass stole a Lavander. Thanks for all your help today, Cowboy Andy. Xavier and Wit head back to Kukistan to speak with Gaifenads. Gaifenads was hanging out at the sword-sucking cafe, just straight jorking it. Xavier comes up to Gaifenads and says, How long have you been jorking? Gaifenads just says, I just jork it for hours. I love edging my sword, bro. Lets me be in tune with that dark magic sword suck. Xavier says, Well, I think Jester Jackass is intending to breed a Lavander with the Gorilla Pigs. If the Bologna King was trying to do this before, it must be for a reason. Possibly, the charm of a Lavander drives Gorilla Pigs crazy. Gaifenads glares off into the distance. So what's the plan? Jester Jackass had this Lavander for over a week now. Who knows what type of demon magic they used on it? We may be too late. Xavier looks down at his Gucci belt and sighs. Well, whatever it is, we have to stop this madness. Gaifenads replies, Has anyone heard of Beef? Does anyone know if he's still alive? Wit says, We have had no contact with J Beef, but I'm way too scared to go in that portal. I might lose my master rank in League if I miss one day of playing. Xavier says, Well, me and Gaifenads are going to go through the portal and find J Beef. Hopefully he has a lead on this clown. Gaifenads and Xavier head towards the old taxidermy's house once again. They go down the stairs and enter the portal to follow in J Beef's footsteps. As the men step through the portal, they are transported into the jungle. It's very clear that this portal has brought them to enemy territory of Strongham. The Gorilla Pigs tribes of Strongham can be extremely feral or docile, depending on the tribe. Not all Gorilla Pigs followed in the wake of the Bologna King, but since the Bologna King's demise, approximately 60% have already converted into the blood-thirsty baboons! The men must find J Beef, and to possibly find a docile tribe that will help them in Strongham.